Good morning, everybody. I hope we get some people jumping on soon. Welcome to day one of a 5-day spring health reset. Spring's been a little bit tricky to begin with. We had this beautiful warm spell over winter, and then spring came, and we thought we're done. And then it was like the coldest day we'd had in ages. The wind has been insane. And life just shakes us up a little bit. So anyway, that was the start to spring, and I hope you got through that okay. I had a little bit of a downtime. I was kind of forced to go to bed for a day or two just to regroup, because sometimes the body gets sick and it needs to just rest, and we don't often give our bodies time to do that, and frustratingly we're forced to do it. But what I want to say to you is that it is okay to get sick. It's just not okay to live in chronic illness and chronic situations where we just feel like there's no end to pain, no end to suffering, no end to conditions that the body is holding on to. Hello Jack, good morning. There's so many things that we're living with in this modern day and age that are just not, it's just not part of our journey. And I want to offer you this 5-day spring reset to give you some tools, and to maybe try and help you change your frame of mind, to know that it is possible to have wellness, and that health is, it's your right. It's not, we kind of are all at a stage where we think that being unwell is normal, and that, going to the doctors is normal, going to the chemist is normal, getting together and talking about being unwell is normal. And I want to give you another perspective that's, it's just not normal. It's not how we were designed. We are designed to thrive and live in vitality, and, just enjoy our health and our wellness. So anyway, thank you for joining me, and thank you for coming on this ride. And as the week goes on, you'll discover it's not just about the food. This is about many other things to empower you to enjoy your health. So if you catch the replay, please leave a comment, and if you're watching live, please just tell me what your intention is for this week. Like, what would you like to achieve? What's been bugging you that you can't quite understand about your body? Is it the constant same old pattern of behavior that's stopping you from changing? Do you believe that it's not true for you? Like, what are the things that that you are struggling with when it comes to your health? What would you like support with? So today we're going to just talk about the affirmations that I popped in the group. So if you've not seen those, go through those and have a look. And I'm just going to go through them one at a time to see, where your mindset is at with it, and what you can take away from today to have a bit of a change of mindset, because essentially your mindset makes all the difference, and your intentions make a huge difference. If you don't have a positive mindset, if your intentions aren't of a positive or of a belief that you can actually do this, then your mind or your body will just follow your mind's thinking. So it essentially is a little bit of, I want to say, brainwashing of the nicest way to help train your thinking, because your thinking creates your reality. And sometimes that's a little bit hard to understand, but as we go on, we are big into mindset here, and as a health coach, my job is to help you see what you can't see and where you get stuck, and to support you in any way that you need, and also to show you that your beliefs aren't always supportive of your lifestyle. So often we have this set of beliefs that well, that's just the way it is now. It's just because I'm this age. Oh, my mum had this, so I should have this. This is a genetic thing. The doctor said it, so that's true. Everyone else is doing it, so it must be true. This is not the case. It's not it's not what humans are designed to be, and that's the brainwashing in a sense that keeps you stuck, keeps you unwell, keeps you unhealthy. So first of all, let's just talk about what your purpose is in your world and your life, and where you've been living your purpose, and what how small changes here can lead to big changes in your health, and what you can actually do with some purpose. So most people are of the belief now that every day is on repeat. You've got to go to work, you've got to make the money, you've got to clean the house, got to feed the kids, got to. No one really takes the time to just stop and just contemplate, and to just be in a state of just peace and quiet and surrender. And today I just want to get you into that little bit of a space. So if you can just taking in some big deep breaths just in through your nose, and just bringing your awareness back into your body, back into your center, and not out scattered everywhere and about everybody else, and being in a rush all of the time, and just literally on an auto program of how we're going through life. So like as I said, it is perfectly normal to get a little bit sick every now and then, cold, flu, a little bit of rundown, but that's when you have to listen to your body and say, what do I actually need? You might need a day on the couch, you might need some chicken soup or a nap or two. But when it comes to chronic health issues, that require many tests and drugs, and that offer no real solution, that's where we need to take a good hard look at where things have gone wrong in the world today. And because you don't want to spend your golden years in a waiting room, or in the pharmacy, or at the physio, or at the somebody. So let's talk about these in affirmations, and for me, intentions, and that these statements are powerful. And if you can really understand and embody them, then it will unravel a lot of ways and beliefs that you have about your health today. So number one is, my health is my responsibility. So the belief around this mostly is that it's been the doctors. So firstly it was our parents, then it was our doctors, and then it's the pharmacist, and then it's the physio, and then it's the chiro, and then it's the specialist, and all of the other people to tell you what is wrong with your body. So taking responsibility means recognizing you have the power to make choices that impact your well-being, and it's about being proactive rather than reactive. So often we are in this world, we don't realize that we are the victim of circumstances. We believe we're the victim of circumstances, but if you have the awareness about how incredible the human body is and what it's capable of, then you know that by listening to your body, that you can make choices. And if the doctor says it, you might want to say, okay, that's an interesting view, I understand what you're saying, but actually take some time to do some research for yourself, get some second opinions, talk to some support groups and things, and see what works and what doesn't, and wholeheartedly listen to your intuition, which we'll talk a little bit more about as the day goes on. And each day, we'll talk about a whole, probably, as I said, it's not just about the food, although food is important. This is about a whole nother way of reclaiming your power around your health. So just instead of doing what you think you should do because everybody else says that, let's just take some time to take a breath, see what your body's saying. And I'm not saying that you should never do what a doctor says. What I'm saying is that just take some time to consider, is there another way? Is this just addressing a symptom, or is this actually my only choice? Like, there's so much to unpack when it comes to that. So, just assess how you feel physically and emotionally. And then, some actionable steps around that are to make some small intentional choices, such as, opting for, do you really need that takeout meal? Can you take the stairs instead of the elevator? And can you drink, some more some more water. You know, you are the boss of your body. It is your body. You are in charge. I mean, sometimes the doctor can see 30 people in a day. They don't have time to know you like you know you. So really want you to get in touch with your own body, really start to understand what your body needs from you. And so number 2, small hinges swing big doors. So now this one is sometimes, like me, you think you need to do it all at once, and if it's not all or nothing, then it's not worth doing. What I'm here to tell you is the slower you can do this, and the more you can be intentional about this, your mind, and getting your mind and body in alignment, then it will all cooperate with you in a more cooperative way. So consistent small actions can lead to significant changes in your health. So, you know, like I'll talk about habit stacking and what things you can do for free that are a benefit to your health and wellness. So, you know, like just incorporating a 10-minute walk in your daily routine when the sun comes up in the morning, like being intentional and just being and following through when you say you're going to do things. And it doesn't have to mean that you go to the gym, you drink 3 liters of water a day, you start the diet, and then your willpower can only last you so long. So it has to be small, actionable steps that can be managed every day. And if you don't do it every day, it's okay too. But just committing to something that is of a benefit to your body. And as I said, just even an extra glass of water a day, you know, maybe putting Celtic salt in your water each day, just small actionable steps, because, you know, 30 days goes by pretty quickly. And if you can habit stack and bring in something extra to support your body, you know, one little action a day, it builds up really, really quickly. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, just take a deep breath and just start with something small, just, you know, something small. You know, just the statement number 3 for me, and this is what's made some of the biggest impacts in my life and health, and understanding how nature can support you in your health. And number 3 is sunshine is the giver of life. And unfortunately, we have been told that that sun is bad for us. It causes cancer. We need to be putting sunscreen on, which are full of toxic chemicals, and we're wearing sunglasses. Sunshine is vital for your health, for your hormones to operate in an order that supports your body. We will go through that on Wednesday. I'll spend a good time talking about your relationship with the sun and nature. So it's essential for your physical, your mental, and your emotional health. And it helps our bodies produce every hormone. It's crucial for your functioning on every level. If you don't get sunshine, you can't function optimally. If you're wearing sunglasses, you block the signals that the hormones need to operate in their most productive and, you know, supportive ways. So at least try and spend 15 to 20 minutes outside each day, and just this helps regulate your circadian rhythm, your health. Think of yourself as a human solar panel, and that you recharge by soaking up some rays. So don't forget, you know, this is really crucial. Take your shoes off, get on the grass, absorb those sun rays. We are an energetic being, and we need sunshine more than we need water almost. Well, it's probably debatable, but if you're in the sunlight, your body creates water through this process, which we'll get into again, as I said, on Wednesday. And, you know, number 4 here is true health is possible for me. Like, can you actually say that to yourself and believe it? Like, is that something that you really believe to be true for yourself? So you can just take some time to close your eyes and just inhaling and then saying true health is possible for me. And what comes up in your body? What does your mind say? What does your body say? Do you actually believe this to be true? So this is what I want to help you when I said earlier about a little bit of brainwashing, is that this is what I want you to be able to say and actually believe and embody for your body, your health, your mind, your soul, all of it. As I said, your thinking creates your reality, and if you don't believe it, your body will not come along for the ride. So it's really something that you want to put your hand on your heart and say to yourself, true health is possible for me. And say it over and over and over and over again, over and over, until your every cell in your body can believe this, and they can let go of the old stories that that we've been told for so long. You know, we don't have to rely on medications to keep you thriving in life. We don't have to rely on the hospitals and the doctors to kind of keep us in a system of just okayness. What we want to do is have optimal health. We want to thrive, and we want to feel amazing, and that starts from this belief. So I hope you can sit with that and really start to believe and embody that. And if any of these, whichever one of these is the most jarring statement for you, just write it in the comments just to let me know what you're really struggling with when it comes to your health. So, as I said, it's not just about the food. Food is important, but all of these belief systems really matter. Harnessing the power of your intuition. This is, so my intuition is my guide. When was the last time you actually stopped and listened to what your intuition was saying? Have you been in touch with your intuition of late? Do you even know that it exists in your body? What is your body telling you? What do you know to be true, but you keep doing the opposite anyway? We don't often take the time to just sit and be with our thoughts. We don't often take some time to contemplate things. We, as I said earlier, we go stage of life, and what's the next thing? We're in a perpetual state of busyness, and most of us have rushing women syndrome, so we don't actually take time to see what our body wants and needs. And your body is always communicating with you, always, every minute of the day. It is sending out a message or a signal for you to listen to. And we'll go more into trying to understand what your intuition is saying to you. We're going to do a nice meditation tomorrow with Maria and get your body into this ability, this state where you can hear what's going on for yourself. This is where we're not outsourcing health. We're coming back in to know what our body wants and needs from us. So your intuition is your guide, and listening to what your body is telling you is a really important part of this process. So if you can spend at least 5 minutes a day just in quiet reflection or a meditation and just tune into your body's signals, you can perform a quick body scan and check in with how you feel from head to toe. Your intuition is your internal GPS. So, it might not always say recalculating when you make a wrong turn, but it does know the best route to your health goals. So just take some time, just being. Number 8 is I am open to receiving guidance. How often have we had a situation, we've been chatting about it, and then somebody says, oh, you should. It's probably the most jarring way to experience health, because nobody wants to be told what to do. And we do it at our own detriment, because often there are many solutions out there for us. And then we just don't, we shut down. We don't want to take it. We don't want to do something that's different. How often have you found yourself repeating the same cycle over and over and over again? Like what do you keep repeating? Like, where are you on repeat in life? And it works for a minute, and then you stop, you self-sabotage, your body just says no. You find a way to just kind of get to the same level, that same level that you believe that you're only worthy of. When I say I'm open to receiving guidance, help, support, we as women often do not allow ourselves to be supported. We're so busy supporting other people, doing the mum, the work, the carer, that we take on this role of just everybody else comes first. What I want to offer you is that that to be open to love and to wellness and health, to be open to wellness and health, being open to receiving is really important. To receiving love, to receiving compassion, to receiving, all of these, not just solutions, but just the ability to be open and let your body be relaxed and cared for and comforted for by other people. Because we sometimes don't see this cycle that we get ourselves into, where we want help and we need help and we're exhausted and we do all of the things, but when somebody offers us a solution, we say, no, I'm fine, thank you. No, I can do it. No, I'm good. Don't worry. I've got it. No, I'm fine. Oh, don't put yourself out. Like all of the things. Or, I know I don't do it that way. That's not how you do it. My way's the only way. And so we kind of get in our own way of receiving support, love and guidance when we need it. And it's uncomfortable a lot of the time because it's just not our pattern that we've been running. But this is something that you really need to allow to happen for you. So it's kind of slowing down this momentum that we're on, being able to just stop for a moment and be allowed. Allow yourself to receive whatever you need. Being open to new ideas and new ways of doing things. And particularly this week is not your normal, typical week when it comes to health. It is not about eating less and moving more. It's not about counting calories. It's not about lowering cholesterol. None of that works, because if it did, we would all be amazing. This is about taking a different approach to your way of being, what you've always thought and done, understanding how your mind keeps you stuck and in self-sabotaging patterns, and undoing beliefs, undoing behaviors, undoing programming that you have had since you were weenie, even before you were here. So our bodies are a pretty incredible tool in that they want to make us feel safe all the time, and by doing that they take every shortcut that is available to you. And so when you want to make a change, your willpower comes on board and you believe you want to make a change, but the body is 95% on autopilot and will shortcut everything it possibly can. It will tell you, it will give you every excuse that you ever needed to justify why you didn't follow through, why you can't do what you need to do. And so this is why understanding these affirmations and making them true to you can help your body understand. And we kind of have to go through an unpicking process, an uncomfortable process. This doesn't feel good to me. This doesn't feel normal to me. I don't feel safe. I feel out of my depth. And what if I do make a change? Then who's going to love me? Like these are fear, and they're scary to the body. They're scary to the mind. And it will do anything it can to stop you and keep you the same. And while we want to thank our bodies for doing this to us, it is not always helpful. It is, as I said, the brain is an incredible tool for keeping you safe and not changing things the way we do them. So I'll expand on this as we go too. The mind is a really powerful tool in this, and you want to be in control of it, not in control of you. And this will take time. These are where the baby steps come in. And if you fail, doesn't matter. Failure is not a thing in this world. We just want to say, that word. It kind of sets us up for failure in a sense that a lot of us don't like that fear, that word of failure, because it makes us feel not good enough, and then our shame patterns come up. And so we don't try, because we'd rather not feel that, rather than feel it and understand what it means to us, where that feeling came from, where those stories came from. Really important and a powerful way of understanding how you keep yourself stuck. So again, so many stories, beliefs, systems, patterns that we're running on constantly. We're here to undo them, to see them, to shine a light on them, and to allow them to be there and to not judge them. Like, when was the last time you felt shame in your body and just allowed it to be there instead of squash it down with, a drink, some comfort food, some going straight off to to stop feeling the feeling. It's such a human trait, and yes. So I just wanted to shine a light on that one and see what that brought up for you. Just say to yourself, I am open to soaking up as much of the newness that I can get. We're aiming for wisdom here, not for intellect. Our intellectual mind, not your friend. Not your friend. It thinks it knows everything. It thinks it can fix everything through the thinking. This is a much deeper way of understanding your body, and we want to aim for wisdom here, getting in touch with your wisdom, your intuition, and your power. So the number 9 affirmation is that my body is powerful. Recognize that your body is powerful. Understanding the resilience and strength of your body, so you can be empowered to take actions that support your natural abilities. How does that sit with you? How does that sit with you? Your body is powerful. Often we're in a relationship with our body that's constantly berating it and frustrated with it and angry with it and not very gentle. I want you to imagine that you are talking to this younger child within yourself, your younger self, when you were maybe 4 or 5, and imagine how you would talk to your 4 or 5-year-old self, and what loving, caring words would you share with your 4 or 5-year-old self to support growth, to support strength, to support happiness, to support autonomy. Yes, you can do this. Yes, you are worthy. Yes, it is available to you. It's available to you. You've got to believe this. This is something that as I said, the intellectual mind knows or wants to believe, but the body is, again, in self-protection. It's like, nope, not possible. This is not something I can do. It's never been like this for me before. I was like that, but it's too late. I'm too old. All of the things, all of the stories. Again, just closing your eyes and recognize and saying to yourself that my body is powerful. My body is powerful. And acknowledge, and celebrate the physical challenges that your body has overcome in its life, and how, yeah, Jack, you are capable of anything. Yeah. And this is why this community group is so powerful, because when we support each other, we are capable of anything. Like it's being able to lift each other up, support each other, give each other, that moment of space, holding space for not always feeling amazing, not always doing the right thing, but just saying, yeah, that's okay. That's okay. And it's not all or nothing here at all. Let's get rid of that one too. It's not all or nothing. It's yes, and you didn't that week, but maybe will this week. And if you didn't, try again. It's not about, we're here in this life to learn and to grow and to evolve. And it's never too late for you to take control and take charge and undo these ways, these beliefs, these habits, and that you are capable. You are so capable, Your body is amazing and it's capable of so many things. Just you maybe don't want to wear that Superman cape and jump off the edge, because that probably won't end well. But, that just having that belief in your body and understanding, if you can actually inhale into that your body is powerful and you are capable of anything, can you notice the physiological change within you and what happens? Your energy shifts and lifts, and it just feels better. And that's the state you want to get yourself into on a daily basis, where you can find 10 minutes for your body to actually feel amazing. And you don't need anyone's permission. You don't need anyone else to tell you how amazing you are. You don't need anybody else to to confirm it. It's for you. It's your body. The chemical process inside your body is the most powerful thing you'll ever connect with if you can take some time to allow the beauty in the body to shine. Yeah. So, and number 10, I am healing. So this is what your body is doing 24/7. I am healing. And I have lots of mantras, and I have lots of songs that I play on a daily basis, which are mantras, essentially, whether we chant, sing, prayer. It's kind of a prayer, an internal prayer for the body. And when you can, and we will play some of these through the week for you to, I'll share with you what, aside from the statements of these affirmations, I am. Yeah, Jack, that's true. I am, because you are. And it's what you're saying to yourself matters on every level. I am healing. I am love. I am well. I am patient. I am kind. I am. I am. And instead of the beration, just notice what you do say to yourself on a daily basis. If you kind of have some consciousness, some time to think about what is going through your head on autopilot that you're not having control of, and you'll have 60,000 plus thoughts a day that just come and go. And when we choose to buy into these thoughts that aren't always true, and we get on that ride of negativity and that train of frustration, and that will happen, that's just normal. It's kind of getting to the point of awareness where you just go, okay, I can see what my mind's doing here, but it's not true, because I am healing, I am powerful, I am love, I am wellness, I am whatever I choose. So just keeping a journal about these affirmations. They're there. You can download the photo there. Go through them and then add whatever you want to. Add another 10 if you can to what you want to achieve. This week of total transformation is available for you. Might not be physically initially, but if you can get your mind on a new trajectory, your body will follow eventually. If you can get a vision of what you would like to achieve, your body will get there. It's just we would say blind belief. Like you have to have a vision of what you want in your future, because if you don't have that vision of your future, the mind's got nowhere to go. It just believes everything that everybody else says and tells, and absorbs all of the information that is constantly swirling around us through the newspapers. I mean, if you turn on the telly any time of the day, the news, the radio, all of it is it's fear. It keeps you in this frustrated fear state, and that tends to put your body in this state of it's almost atrophy, because it's just shutting down and it's just saying, how can we survive? And when you're in survival, you want to take every shortcut possible. So getting out ahead of that again, if you could turn off your news, turn off the newspaper, take the newspapers out. Don't be living in a fear state. And frustratingly, I don't want to get all too down here, but society is built on making money. It's not here to support all of the health that you have, that you're entitled to. If that were the case, we wouldn't have all of the fast foods, we wouldn't have all the alcohol stores, we wouldn't have all these chemists, we wouldn't need all the doctors. We would have so many incredible places for wellness and supporting wellness. So getting your body out of a fear state is super, super important. And as I said, we will talk more on this and your mind. But for you, after today's chat and session, if you can create a statement of inspiration for what you want your health to look like, what you want to feel like, it's possible. Like if somebody has, it's not like we want to build this spaceship and fly off to wherever. we know this can be done because people are living examples of it. So it's possible. It's, if you have a thought, it's possible. And I know that's hard to believe for a lot of people, but your thinking, as I said, creates your reality. And so you want to get to a space where you're thinking the same thought intentionally for positivity, not for negativity. So for positivity is where we're training our brains through affirmations, through mantras, through prayer, beliefs, whatever, community, and people supporting you to be well, not kind of bringing you down and saying it's not possible, I can't do this. And then if you're with family and or friends and partners who like the life they're living and they love the situation they're in, and it's not something that's supporting you, then this is where it can be tricky. And getting out ahead of that, writing a bit of a, getting that off your chest, getting it out of your mind, and then maybe sitting down and having a really good chat with them, saying this is what I need to do for me this week. I would love your support. If it's not for you, that's okay, but please don't bring me down. Please don't judge me for it. Please just allow me to be me this week, because nobody else is coming out to save you. Nobody's going to come and do the work for you. It's up to you. It's your body. You only get the one body. So it's really worth having that conversation of what your intentions are for the week, what your intentions are for 3 months, and what your intentions are for 6 months, 12 months. Like, what do you want to improve? You could just choose one thing that you really want to focus on for the week, and then going beyond that. Our body always needs to be supported and motivated, and our mind's motivated to level up to get to that next stage of life. And as we are getting older, particularly through the menopausal years, like a lot of things start to leave our bodies, all of that, the hormones change, our skin changes, our lots and lots of things change. So we want to be able to tap into that hormone factory that is available to us and produce the best hormones that are out here for us to support our health on a daily basis. So, and that's the hormones become your best friend when you are getting that sunshine every morning, when you're breathing properly, when you are thinking properly, and you're moving properly. And there's all of those things to activate your little chemical warehouse in your body that is free. You don't need to go and get a prescription to get like these incredible, powerful hormones to be on your side. So again, in conclusion for today, the affirmations, so important. Create your own affirmation statements. Have a chat with your family about your intentions, what your intentions are for yourself. Set yourself up for success. And most of all, just have fun. Just enjoy the sunshine. Just be tapping into you, taking some time for stillness, and just getting yourself in a calm, relaxed state of just being. So yeah, thank you for joining me today. If you've got any questions, pop them in the chat. Hello, Jessica. Thanks, Jack, for your contributions to the conversation this morning. If you've got any questions, just pop them in the chat and I will answer them. Otherwise, I'll answer them as we go. And for anyone catching the replay, I hope you enjoy this. And again, introduce yourselves, pop your intentions into the chat so we can all see what we are wanting for ourselves and each other. And just your mindset is imperative, it's important, and it's powerful. So have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow, same time. Maria's coming on with us tomorrow. We're going to talk about stress and getting the body in a state of relaxation and calm. And this is a powerful state because this is where we can make the change. So getting your body into a calm, relaxed state, we're going to do some meditation, just some balancing the yin and the yang of the body, and doing some more you time. So this is weeks all about you, just coming back to being more of you. So have a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.